24th, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC South. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. All that it...
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Let's go now.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A short throw to Ingram. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Number 16. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, it's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Powering his way forward. Still on his feet. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 75 yards. And the Texans strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 43, here's second down and 2. And Bigsby once more. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. And I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown! Trevor Lawrence, 39 yards. And the Jaguars are able to move back in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On second down, it's Stroud. Quick slant here to Woods. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Early down stuff will put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Houston set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's Stroud. As this complete to Woods. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Again, it's Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Stroud. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we now go down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
And Stroud now to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. On for the PAT, QB Fairbairn. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Another run by Bigsby. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move?
Touchdown, Jaguars! Trevor Lawrence with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars will add to their 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
noticing that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the
touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, 48 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete to Washington. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus on.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Straight ahead, ETN. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Here's Bigsby. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3.
And it's second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on third down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Stroud's throw pulled in by Woods.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's Stroud.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won.